Why play Kennen Top? Well, he is a mannerless champion. He has great mobility, he can bully a lot of top laners, and he is an amazing team fighter. However, he is squishy for a champion that wants to engage, and his engage is far worse when against hard CCs and slows. Kennen's passive is his abilities apply a stack onto the target. At 3 stacks, all stacks consumed and it stuns the target and restores a chunk of energy. There's no cooldown to this passive, so this stun can be applied multiple times in a row. However, if this is applied multiple times within 6 seconds, the duration of the stun is reduced. Kennen's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit. Kennen's W has a passive which makes his basic attacks generate a stack. At 4 stacks, his next basic attack is empowered to deal bonus damage and apply a stack of his passive. So essentially every 5th attack deals more damage and applies the passive. The active can only be used when an enemy is nearby with a stack of your passive on them, and upon use it deals damage to all enemies nearby with a stack of your passive. Kennen's E turns him into a ball of lightning where he gains ghosting and a large amount of bonus movement speed. He deals damage to all enemies he passes through and restores a large amount of energy as long as he goes through one enemy. This ability can then be recast to end it early but gain a large amount of bonus attack speed, and you can then exceed the attack speed cap. Kennen's ultimate creates a large circle around him where he gains bonus armor and magic resist. Enemies within the circle are damaged every half a second and get a stack of the passive every time. For combos, start with E and run through your opponent. W after hitting them into cancelling your E, then attack into your Q and keep on attacking. With ultimate available, E through your opponent into your ult and W. Cancel your E into attack and Q before attacking away. For matchups, Kennen is great into top laners who want to engage where he can simply kite them, and he can struggle against pure tanks who he simply can't get through. For runes, take this. First strike is great extra gold and damage. For build order, start Blade and Pot into a rocket belt and tier 2 boots. After this, a Shadow Flame and Zhonya's are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, you want to farm hard and bully hard. Your empowered auto attacks are great damage to throw into your opponent, and if you ever do, you can easily follow up with W. And in the same way with Q, if you land it, you get a free W for great damage. And then, if you can land a single more ability, your opponent will then be stunned, where you can deal even more damage to them where they can't trade back. And when you hit level 6, you not only get great extra damage, but also a ton more CC. Entering the mid game, you want to take your tower as soon as possible. From here, push out your wave as far as you can safely before grouping back up with your team. During the mid game, you want to be looking for as many fights and skirmishes as possible with your amazing ultimate. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as your teams engage. Your E really is a ridiculously good speed up. So as long as you can avoid any hard CC, simply use this to run through as many opponents as you can. While doing this, you also want to use your ultimate and W. This will immediately stun every member of the enemy team while dealing massive damage. And after using your abilities, you can even Zhonya's to keep yourself safe. And that's how to play Kennen Top. If this video helped you, leave it a like and comment below who you want to see next.